we've been really excited about being involved in this because since we first started talking about it, I think one of the things that we feel very strongly about is that the trends we're hearing discussed here today are having quite a considerable effect on the talent pool and on the talent community. Not only in regards to availability of talent, but really what talent now looks like, what digital talent looks like. And importantly, how organisations, like those in the room today, need to think about how they build the teams of tomorrow. So what trends have we really witnessed? What are we seeing so far? Every year we publish a Digital Insights salary survey, and this year we went a little further and we started to look at broader trends in the talent market. And one that I thought stood out as being particularly interesting and certainly driven by some of the technological changes we're seeing discussed here today is the level of people that are dissatisfied in their current positions. Now, we spoke to 2,000 respondents, some of which are likely to be active job seekers, but the vast majority were client contacts, people we'd spoken to in the industry previously, people we've dealt with. And a third of those people surveyed said that currently they admitted to being dissatisfied in their role, and the biggest segment was those people with between sort of 2 and 5 years experience, arguably the engine room of any organisation. So why this restlessness that we see in the market? And I think that the answer really is a function and a factor of the ever-increasing number of businesses searching for people with digital skill sets. With so many opportunities abound, people start to question their current position. Is there something better out there? Is there a better salary? Is there a bigger stock option plan? Is there a better benefits package, a more disruptive, cutting-edge technology I can work on? And this increased opportunity is certainly, as we say, brought about by an increase in demand. It was mentioned earlier when we start to look at the number of stakeholders involved in whatever this digital advertising and marketing technology landscape is. Agencies, brands from every industry sector, startups, both domestic and international, management consultancies, government. All of these people are looking at how they digitise their organisations. But it's not just an increase in demand, it's also entirely new skill sets emerging. I may have had a conversation with Martin previous to coming along today, and I know that one of the things that they're addressing at Infectious is a different composition of skill sets as a result of the increasing focus on data and programmatic advertising. So people really having to be brought on board with engineering skills, analytical skills, optimization skills, and this is a trend that we see across the whole industry. Some of you may well have been at the ATS summit last week in London, and there was a talk given by Scott Brinker, who, if you haven't read his blog, go and have a look at it. It's chiefmartech.com. He's a marketing technologist, he's an entrepreneur, and he was talking about the collision of martech and ad tech and what it really meant and means for the skill of the modern day marketer. And he remarked that today, as a marketer, you have more technologies at your disposal than you ever have done, and obviously there's a requirement, therefore, for internal marketing departments to have skill sets within them for people that can make sense of this ever-changing technology landscape, people that can manage relationships with multiple technology vendors, and probably most importantly, people that can use that to clearly align the opportunities afforded by new technologies with broader business goals. And these are different skill sets to those that have traditionally been used by a marketer, and they manifest themselves in new job titles. Some fantastic ones: growth hackers and data scientists and chief digital officers and marketing technologists, creative technologists. They're all job descriptions and job titles that we've really seen rise to prominence in the last couple of years. And Scott actually made a very fascinating observation when he described a survey of CEOs who are currently hiring for a CMO, and the key skill set that they saw as most important. 20% of those CEOs said that technical expertise and data-driven analytical capability were of key importance for their CMOs, so far outstripping things like advertiser and agency experience. So the world really is shifting out there from a skill set perspective. And I think that it's important, certainly for Propel and the work that we do with our clients, and for those of us in the room today, that we're aware of these changing talent trends and what they mean. Scott made another observation when he talked about how technology clearly grows and evolves exponentially, but organisations don't. They grow and change logarithmically, and what we're seeing is a widening technology gap within businesses in this industry, and we have to try and work to close that gap. And how do you do that? Well, Damien Burns from Google at the same conference, I think, summed it up very well when talking about agencies, but I think it stands true for any organisation in the room today. We've got to stop hiring for yesterday or even today and really start hiring for tomorrow. We've got to invest in training, and we've got to be creative about the people that we bring into the industry and be open to bringing people with transferable skill sets that we might not previously have done so. Because, I think essentially without getting the right talent into this shifting technological landscape, all of that technology becomes entirely redundant anyway. I don't think it's ever been more true that it's the people that are really driving change and business in this market. Thanks a lot. Cheers.